music. Alright, we're gonna start with weapons. I'm gonna go through the weapons like this, and if you guys have any questions, we'll go through the weapon questions at the end for like 5 minutes. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go on. I'll go on my alt character. I'll go on my alt character that has Seraph 3, I think. Yes, you're getting the awakened skills, yes. I'm gonna basically go through everything that patch info livestream they did, except they glossed over almost everything, and they didn't answer any of your guys' question, like any of the in-depth questions. My FM's at 8. You guys fine with 8? I'll just go with my F8. I'll just go on my stage 8. Really doesn't make that much difference. Now that you guys actually have the weapons, I can actually explain stuff because you guys know how the quote-unquote stacking works. Okay? This is literally how it works, alright? Now, see this weapon. Okay? You guys have the same stacks, quote-unquote, the same things. Every attack has a chance to proc light, or light buff. Okay? Every attack has a chance to proc 70 chi, or 70% chi. Every attack has a chance to, together as a bundle, proc 13% crit rate and 18% crit damage. Whatever numbers yours are, you can sub in your numbers. It doesn't matter what numbers I'm using right here. The effects are the same. Except, you need to keep in mind that KR White Seraph weapons are your baleful weapons. They switch the skins around. This weapon on NA is a baleful 8. This is a Seraph 8 on KR and a baleful 8 on NA. Now, free to play is missing 2 things. The buff actually being worthwhile using, and you guys don't have a second one for FMs. If you're questioning for an FM, our FM work for FMs. We boost our LB and our RB. Our LB and our RB are both boosted by this weapon. You see here, this is where it says bonus or enhanced. LB and RB are both enhanced by my weapon. If you don't believe me, I'll take off my weapon and look. LB and RB disappear. So, this is literal proof. Literal proof that LB and RB are both enhanced by KR Seraph NA Baleful. That's the first thing. You guys have some skills are missing from your thing. That is why people that are assuming that one or the other works is better, they're incorrect, because your proc only gives a chance to do additional damage based on your AP. That's what your proc does. Your proc does additional damage based on your AP. You know what our proc is? Let me get a proc. Here's one proc. This is one stack. It gives 16 bonus AP per stack. 16 bonus AP per stack, and a chance to do additional damage of 500% to 1000% based off your AP. So I can randomly do like a 7k hit additional damage. $16 per stack. And I'll show it's 30 seconds, okay? This is why I'm saying you guys got the fucked shit version on an AEU, okay? And this is the reason why on KR Storm does not outplay Seraph and Bale. Storm has its PvP section, and Bale and Seraph has its PvE section. They are literally specialized for each other. Okay, here's 718. If you guys don't believe that, it's 16 AP. $734. Two stacks, 750. 734 to 750, 16. Next one is gonna be 766. Well, it just proc twice, so add 32. 750 to 782. And this is the final one. The final one is very special for us. 100 AP increase for 5 seconds. 100 AP increase for 5 seconds. You get 100% crit rate for 5 seconds. And every critical gives you returns 10% chi. Okay? Every critical gives 10% chi. You're at 100% critical rate, and every critical gives you 10% chi. And you still also, that final buff also has 500 to 1000 additional damage AP modifier. And after that 5 seconds, it resets. Completely resets all your skills that are resettable. Watch, I can push 2 all day because it's critting. Okay? Okay? This weapon will always be superior to Storm. This weapon will be superior to Storm, no matter what. That's the first thing. No matter what. But that's for KR. Whoa, why is it so weird looking? Okay, that's bad. Why is it so weird looking? Whatever. So, I'm just gonna put it in the middle of the screen. KR weapon is AP. AP per stack and percent 2% additional damage on hit. What does NAEU weapon give? A percent additional damage on hit. Okay, that's the only thing that NAEU gives. The only thing. Okay? And this is for baleful, and seraph. Now, compared to Storm, you're getting the same buffs. So this is KR, NA, EU, Taiwan, JP. You're getting AP per stack. And for the max stack, right? Max stack here. Max stack for NAEU. Skill reset. That's it. That's all it does. Correct? Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. It only skill resets when your when the buff ends. We get skill reset. We get total AP. We get 100% critical rate. We get 10% chi per hit, pretty much. We get the percent to percent additional damage on hit. Do you see this much difference? Do you see this much difference? Okay, we both have this, and we both have this. Here, this much, we're missing this much. Now here for max stack on NAEU. You'll get the skill reset. 1. This already puts it equal. This already puts it equal to a baleful and seraph. That gives the full total AP stack. Gives you 500 crit rate, 500 pen. Chance to return 200 AP on random being hit. And also 10,000 HP and 10,000 defense. So here, compare and contrast. Storm Weapon and Baleful. Seems like the only thing in common is a skill reset. Oh, and okay, we should also do this. I'll do this too. Kara weapon gets 70% chi proc, right? C rate and C damage proc. The same for NAU. They're just fine, completely fine. Now Storm, we don't get the we don't get the we get 100% chi proc, and we get a flat there's a flat X amount of vitality, X amount of C defense, and X amount of C damage. This is a flat rate. Critical damage, flat rate. Critical damage. Constantly. And we'll say it's 400 because we know it's 400. We know it's 400, 400 and what? 700 vitality? Or something? These are the actual numbers. We actually have 400 critical damage constant. And then when you get max stack, which is 10 stacks, You get the total AP, and you get 500 crit rate and 500 pen, and 10,000 HP in defense. So if you're gonna complain that we don't have the if you're gonna say, oh, but we don't have the crit damage and you know uh, versus a storm, right? We don't have the crit damage and crit rate proc. Well, I guess I can just merge this and this. Okay, you have this to cover it, and you have this and penetration. You don't have to enchant your bow pay for penetration. You don't have to. Along with being, if you're melee, the storm weapon has a different appeal. You have 10,000 HP and 10,000 defense. You can literally stack. You can literally stand within boss attacks. You can stand in the boss attacks and eat it without taking literally any damage. And while this is all happening, you have your 50 AP. So Storm Weapon has AP per stack, and there's also a second condition. This one also gives plus the AP per stack also has this in it. Plus 2000 HP. You can stand in both. Why do you care? You can literally you can stay at 9 stacks. You stay at 9 stacks. You wait for Sura to jump to the middle, and if he's doing fire phase, you attack and hope to God that you get a stack. And the stack is 30 seconds. Okay? How long is it for the Baleful and Seraph? Max stack for KR is 5 seconds. How long is it for NAU? Is it 10 seconds or something? Is it 10 seconds for EU? The NAU, the max buff, the max stack? Okay, so you get 10 seconds of doing nothing for you. 10 seconds of doing nothing for you, except you're waiting the 10 seconds so that your skills reset. Or you can have 30 seconds of skill reset and all of this. And now the the other major thing. There's a 3000 vamp proc. 3000 vamp proc. Okay. And when I tested the vamp proc on the test server, I was getting somewhere from 20% proc rate to 40% proc rate. 20% to 40% proc rate for a random 3000 damage. Random 3000 damage. 20 to 40% proc rate. Now, you guys think about it. Yes, I'm not calling it a galaxy. It's called Storm. Okay? I'm not saying to switch because the major thing, the major thing that is missing, okay? The major thing that's missing from the Storm is skill modifier. Okay? Skill modifier. There is skill modifier for baleful and seraph. There is no skill modifier for Storm. So you're gonna give up your skill modifier. You will give up your skill modifier if you're going to use Storm. So that means you need to weigh yourself if you think that you can give up your 5% or 3% or whatever percent it is on your attack skill modifier and hope that you can proc enough of this. Okay? So that's the main difference. Main difference between the weapons that they didn't really want to answer. They didn't really want to answer. Now here's the classes that benefit from classes that can benefit from each. Okay? The main class that is going to benefit from for staying Seraph, because on NAU the Seraph is the KR Baleful, is Warlock. Because Leech cooldown is that much more important than damage. Leech enables you to do so much more damage. Okay? And the rest. The rest of the classes, they can use Storm as a viable PvE weapon. Okay, I take that back. Maybe LBMs. Maybe LBMs. Maybe. This is maybe. Okay. I don't give a crap what he says, really. Okay. This is the main difference. This is just painful to look at. Okay? This is just painful. Absolutely painful to look at. That max stacks does nothing. Okay? This is painful to look at. Uh, Nobody's getting nerfed Chokma. Taiwan JP got the normal Chokma. There's no nerfed. There's no nerfed. You're getting the normal. You're getting the normal Storm. It's just that in comparison to a normal Storm, your nerfed Seraph and Baleful pales in comparison. Okay? You got the nerfed Baleful and Seraph. Why do you want a nerfed Chokma also? Okay. So I think I showed how the stacks work on the carrot test server. I guess I can go on it again and show you guys if you want. Now the thing is, here's the big thing. You need to get both, or at least Baleful Seraph. You need to get both. Let's make this huge, okay? You need to get at least baleful and seraph and keep it up to date. You need to keep this up to date because only baleful and seraph go to Chokma. Storm goes into Emperor. It's not the same. Storm goes into Emperor. Baleful and Seraph go into Chokma. You need a Chokma. If you're staying PvE relevant, you're going to need a Baleful and Seraph to go into Chokma. Oh, sorry. I just Yeah, that's right. That's right. You get 100%, right? You get 100%. Cheap rock. My bad. Like that makes a difference. I'm sorry. I don't think this makes much of a difference. Sorrow. So I'm gonna take a picture of this, and you guys can do what you want with it. There you go. I don't care if you guys see this. I'm not clicking on it. I don't care if you guys see it though. Why do I care if you guys see it? I'm not gonna care. I watch hentai. I look at dojins. There. Does it make a difference? It doesn't to me. What was I gonna do? I can go on. I can show the storm buff. I can show the storm buff. I'll go on test server. Okay. I'll go on test server and show storm buff. Can I explain how additional damage works on baleful? Additional damage just takes a percent modifier. Let's if the weapon says 100% a modifier for AP, well, it's gonna take your AP times the AP ratio of 100%, and it's going to deal that amount one time as an additional damage. Just an extra line. So let's say it does 5,000 damage. Well, it's just going to say you've dealt 500 additional damage to the target. That's all additional damage does. No. It's hard to say if your additional damage can crit because yours is not the elemental additional damage. Okay? Yours is the regular additional damage, and most of those do not crit. There's no critting involved in that. It doesn't show up in battle chat. It doesn't show up in battle chat. The additional damage from your proc does not show up in your combat logs. Which is why people that were trying to use the stupid damage meter before we got damage meters in game, those are all incorrect because there's a lot of things that show up that don't show up on the combat log. Many things don't show up on the combat log. The difference is that because when you're full stacks, it uses a different modifier. It uses a different percent. I mean, there's no other thing to really argue about that. It's not that it crits. It doesn't go yellow. Additional damage like that does not go yellow. It doesn't show up as a yellow number. It doesn't pop up as a yellow number. Your additional damage does not crit. It is not linked. It is not linked to a skill. It is just a random proc chance. It is the same as if you used a additional damage red gem. Does that red gem proc and crit? No, that red gem only does whatever number it says it does. It will not crit. It will not crit. And that's the last time I'm going to say that. It does not crit. Now I'm going to go on the test server because that's the only place where I still have a storm weapon. And I'll show the stacking again. It's not that it's better, Chaotic. It's that it's viable. It's viable. It's not that it's better. It is viable. You can choose to use it. There's no guarantee. It's random proc. Lily Hype. It's random proc. I've been saying that it's a random proc the whole time. There's no guaranteed anywhere. There's no guaranteed anywhere on those kind of things. On those kind of stacks, it's a random proc. And Plum by Samuel, I can't tell you which one to get. There's no way for me to tell you which one is going to be better because you are the one that is going to have to take advantage of whichever weapon you use. If you are going to use a baleful weapon because you want the skill damage and the proc, the critical rate and critical damage proc, well then you're going to have to play quote unquote glass cannon. You're playing glass cannon. If you pick baleful seraph, you're playing glass cannon. If you pick storm, you're playing a safer method of fighting bosses at the cost of a slightly DPS decrease. So you're going to have a more easier time, more fun time. There are a lot of people that keep telling me, oh, I don't want to play perfect. Well, if you don't want to play perfect, you need some kind of buffer. And Storm gives you that buffer. But if you want to play perfect, well then you stay with your Baleful. And then just use Storm for PvP. Are you serious? This is not working for the test server either? Man, what the fuck? Ultimate needs to fix this shit. My bad guys, what the fans is acting up today, so It made it a little difficult for me to even start the stream today. I mean, if you're used to fucking up, if you're used to dying like that, well, go ahead. No, no, it's not maintenance thing. Hey, Ember. It's not the maintenance thing. It's just, it's not connecting today. It's very, very bad today. And I wish it weren't bad because test server is a bitch. Test server 64 client is a bitch to load sometimes. Especially if I'm loading back and forth between this and live server. Yeah, Warlocks have it easy. You're going to be using your Seraph for the Leech cooldown. And you'll make a Storm for PvP. That's it. You're done as a Warlock. Warlock, it's easy. It's easy to decide. Very, very easy. For other classes, take your pick. You actually have an option now. I'm not sure why people are QQing about having options. But you have options. I love options. I love to be able to pick the way I like to play. Right? Okay, well, okay, sure. You're forced to go Seraph. But now you have an option between Seraph and Storm. Okay? That's right. That's correct. Ah la la. This is Storm Weapon Stage 4 for KR. And I'm gonna go in Turtle and just get beat up. I'm gonna get beat up in Turtle by 20 plus mobs. Okay? That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, you have reduced skill modifiers, yes. Yeah, Jarville. I mean, we're not relying on the additional damage. But when there's only additional damage on full stacks, that's, you know, a little disheartening. Just a little bit. just a tad, slight little bit, you know, kill myself. No, I don't have this anymore. Yes, thank you, Turbo. It is garbage. So basically, you're getting you guys are getting your baleful weapons for the actual fixed value, for the crit proc, for the crit damage proc, for the chi proc, and for your skill modifier, and then for the skill reset. That's literally the only pros of going that weapon. Now, if you compared that pro to the Storm Pro, well, you got everything and more. Probably not, Snake Eyes. Probably not. Probably not. Alright. These are my stats for test server. 85k, 1900 defense. This is pretty low. This is before I got legendary belt, before I got anything. I only have earring, and earring is not that much greater either. So yeah. Just literally have storm weapon. That's all. Just storm weapon. Okay. Here's a storm buff. 3. Stacking. 4. Full stack. Look at me. I'm not touching anything. I don't want to die. Look, 6, 8, 9, 10 stacks. I'm just gonna... They are healing me. Every hit. I'm just spinning. There's no healing properties on spinning, guys. No healing properties. And reset. Oh, no, 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 no. My durability, faggots. Every hit you take has a chance to heal you for 2000 HP. Every hit you take. No, unless that happens is every hit I take has a chance to heal for 2000 HP. Every single hit. State 600 vitality, 400 crit or 400 crit defense, 400 crit damage. Every hit has a chance to proc 3000 vamp. Every hit has a chance to proc 1000 or 100% G. Every hit has a chance to proc storm buff. That's just from face value, the green lines alone. I need a place with more buffed up mobs. Time to get the stacks. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here. Okay. Ding da ding ding. Alright. There you go. The weapon skin is gonna be different on NAU. The weapon skin on NAU is the rejected Emperor skin. Your weapon skin is spiky and whatever others don't. It's bad. It looks terrible in my opinion. It's not on KR. I can't show you. It's not on KR. It's a skin that none of us liked on KR, and they give us a different skin, which is the Emperor skin. Is that it? Oh yeah. That's it's that series. It's that series. You still get CC'd. You still get CC'd. Here's the actual buff per stack, okay? I'm just gonna get one stack. One stack, 7 AP. This is stage 4. Every hit you take and attack you do So this triggers both ways. On your attack and on being attacked, you have a chance to heal 2000 HP. Now I'm gonna show off the rest of the buff. $70 AP. Literally just 70 AP flat. Remember I showed earlier I had 670. Now I have 740. Every attack you take will return 500 damage. Reflect 500 damage. 10,000 HP, 10,000 defense, 500 crit, 500 pen, and 2,500 in combat regen. And then when it ends, it all resets. All your skills.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. All skills reset. It takes 30 seconds to reset, but you have 30 seconds of 70 AP or 50 AP. And yeah, Jarville, it's really fast proc rate. This is stage 4 and it's proccing this fast. You have 30 seconds of all these stats. 30 seconds of 70 AP, 10,000 HP, 10,000 defense, 500 crit, 500 more pen, and reflect damage of 500. If the boss hits you, you reflect 500 damage. So, okay. This is the only reason why I'm advocating for Storm Weapon. For, you know, for classes that you can try it. Yes, why not? Where does a weapon, where does your Baleful say that you can't bring it into into 6v6? It doesn't say anywhere. You can bring the Baleful anywhere. You can bring the Storm anywhere. You can bring any weapon anywhere that you want. That was just from spinning. And I stacked 10 stacks. That was just from spinning. That was just from spinning. 10 stacks.
역시나 이곳에서 너를 보게 되는군.
Yeah, you can't reset serum. You can't reset stuff that you can't reset. The Iron Frame skills, you can't reset Q spin, you can't reset E rage for destroyer, you can't reset V for BMs, you can't reset, you know, the pressure point starting for KFM. You can't reset um for FMs. You can't reset what was it that you can't reset? C or X? I forgot which one.
그동안 수연을 게을리하지는 않았고 아주 강해졌어.
No, it's just it just shows how well it works on a moving target. I don't heal no damage because I don't have gear on this character. I don't have any of the gear that you guys do. Chess server is old copy. It's an old copy. This character is like 2 years old.
저분이 말한 지구가 자유롭. 안에도 한잔 받겠느라.
대상이 너무 멀리 있습니다.
Oh.
지킬 수 없을걸. 여기 살만하면 나의 가오를 구하지 않겠고. 다음엔 술이나 한잔 하세. 강호도 무거워.
No, it's because it's shit gear and it's high ping. Okay, so storm weapon, perfectly viable. High ping, I killed it in 2 minutes and 1 second. Oh wait, no, that's not. Hold on. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay. 2 minutes and 2 seconds with high ping, 670. And I don't have like any of your gear. I don't even have a soul. I don't even have, you know, the right gems. Okay. Oh, I can't do floor 20. Don't have the quest complete. I don't have the quest complete on test server, and I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. Alright, so now no, it's this campaign. You have to progress the campaign. No, you didn't miss bracers.
このまま進
But I'll do I'll show bracers after a bit. Okay, so any other questions for the weapon?
ピポ
Hopefully that covers everything for the weapon. And you guys can pick what you want now. You guys can pick what you want with the weapon. I'm not gonna tell you which one to get. I'm just giving you the pros and cons of getting Storm. While your weapon is stuck at 6, you have options. You can pick one or the other. So what if Storm doesn't go into Chokma? Storm goes into Emperor. And if you're gonna PvP with your baleful weapon, you're gonna face fucking pain later on. You're not killing anybody. No, you do not have the mats needed for the Storm in game. You need to. The only thing you can do is stock up on 6v6 points. Chokma is not the end all be all, real deal. PvP weapons for PvP. I was bringing Chokma in to 6v6 and I was getting wrecked. I can't kill shit with that weapon. Not in PvP. It doesn't work like that. Why do you think I have 2 weapons? I do both, so I have both weapons. Oh god, not this again. Your Illyhype, the weapon needed is different on each server. My server is not KR is not going to have the same server or the same path for you. I can't just show it. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Alright, now we're gonna go with Bopay. Because I guess I could... Do I have any that's maxed out? That needs maxing out? Alright, I do. I have a couple that I can max out just to show. Just to show. I can do that.
무신의 탑에서 얻은 귀한 물건은
Look at my frags, look at
안전한
my
곳에
frags.
보관하면 조심하세요.
And...
자주 들러서 필요한 물품이 있는지 보고 가세요.
Oh yeah. See, this is the thing that you guys can't do. This is the thing that you guys can't do. You guys can't stock up on beans and buy the storm fragments. Because according to the patch... According to the patch notes, there is no exchange for beans for you guys. You are only going to be able to get it from blood points, dragon points.
자주 들러서 필요한 물품이 있는지 보고 가세요.
They said you can? Are you sure? Because I didn't see a bean exchange for it. I don't remember hearing them say bean exchange for it. They said daily quests, not beans. I know they said daily quests. I don't think you guys can exchange for the beans. But here, I'll do it just to piss you guys off here. I got 116. I can get 116 from 30,000 beans.
안녕히 가세요.
Now for the weapon. For the actual weapon, this is just to tack on. You're gonna buy it from your own back shop or the arena vendor, the 6v6 vendor. And for you guys, it's gonna cost 150 stingers, 50 honorary ornaments, and the frags. However many frags it is, 40. We take 100 frags to get this weapon. You guys take 40. Yeah, I don't need beans. I had them stacked up for some reason. And which one did I not max? My 2's not max, right? Yeah, I'll buy some 2's. I'll buy some 3's. There you go. Here's some 2 pieces and here's some 3 pieces. Now this system that they're introducing for legendary bull pays only. Okay. Legendary bull pays now will not have a set minimum or a set middle point or any set number that you can get. Okay? It gives you a range. Like for example, my mouse over right now on this number 2 is 4070 HP to 5810 HP. You can get any number between that range. You can get all the way down to 4071 HP, or you can go all the way up to 5809 HP. Or you can get the max. I'm just saying you can get any number in that range. Whatever number the RNG machine picks for you is you get that number. And that has no relation to your sub stat numbers and your bonus stat numbers. Substat number, the permanent substat number for number 2 on the cheat sheet is 3890 HP to 5530 HP. So 3.8k to 5.5k. That's the main substat. That's the first substat. First substat, you're gonna get HP. You can get anywhere in between it. And then the bonus stat, you can get any number between 127 to 182. I'm gonna open all 3, because why not? Look at these numbers. 5521, 5680, and 4163. That has nowhere close to, max. Look, 83%. The first one that they gave me 83% of my main stat. 0%. Gave me the okay. Look how low it got. It's 0%, but look at the number. It's off by 1, and 61%. So this RNG system lets you get any number in between this. Okay, it can be high, it can be low, and you have 3 stats, and they do not relate to each other. They're all independent. Completely independent of each other. Okay, completely independent. Now, as a player, you want to pick the best one you get. This is the best one I got. Decent high numbers on all three. And you want to max it, right? This is called fusion. This is not called enhancing. This is on fusion. This is called fusion. Infusion, fusion, some form of that, right? Now look, this first one, or this second one, right? This third one, sorry. This third one is HP, defense, and HP. Second one and first one is HP, HP, and critical defense. Now if I use the second one as a base, and I fuse the first one into it, all three stats will have a boost. And it tells you how much it can boost by. Permanently. This is a permanent boost to the base stats. And you can do this infinite times until you get max, max, max. But you can also do it for pieces that do not have the exact three stats. I can also sacrifice the HP, HP defense one. But of course, it's only going to boost the stats that it has. It's not going to help your critical defense, and it's not going to replace critical defense with defense. At all. So here, good luck to me. Okay. Gives me max HP, max HP. Well, now as a player, the only thing I need to hope for when I open a 2, I only need to hope that it's a critical defense. And what do you know? We have one. So, look, it does not affect your HP anymore if I infuse the first one into it. It's going to boost whatever it is that is not max, and that you have it as the sacrifice piece. So you feed your Bope into the Bope until it's maxed out. Very simple process. And if you want to use enchantment, you can. If you want to use an enchantment afterwards, you can. I don't actually have an enchantment. Hold on, let me see. Let's buy enchantment. Let's buy a critical defense one. You know, I'm just gonna buy the 2 because it's probably not gonna max. It's probably not gonna max. Here, this 2 that we were just working with. If you use a primer, it changes the type of enchantment. And you can still do your regular enchantment on it. Well, it fucking maxed. Thanks, RNG. I didn't want it to max, but okay. So now I have a piece that has enchantment. And you can max the base stats without having to open a million of them. You don't have to open a million of them. You just need the correct stats. It doesn't matter the number really, because it doesn't matter if it's max feeding into minimum. It gives us range, a set range, and that range can never pass 25%, I think. It will never pass 25% amount maximum in fusion. Hey, Master June, I haven't seen you for a long time, man. Wonder where you went. I'll open 3s now. This is just to show even more. HP, accuracy, HP. HP, accuracy, HP. HP, accuracy, defense. Now, okay. If you think that putting it in, look, I have a low stat, right? I have a low stat, and I want to sacrifice the one that has 86% accuracy into the lower one. 14 to 54. Well, if I sacrifice the other one, you know, it's going to give the same amount because this is already close to max. Is this one? This one. This one's easier. Look at the difference it's gonna get. I'm trying to sacrifice the 86% accuracy into the 63%. It's only gonna give max of 11 to 49. 49, that covers it. That covers it. 445 is max. 396 plus 49. That covers to max. So it doesn't really matter which one you give it in. The number itself doesn't matter as long as you have the stat that matches it. Is my 3 actually good? Yeah, my 3 is actually good. I think. Fuck, hold on one sec. Yeah, accuracy. Yeah, I think my 3 is actually good, so I'm just gonna randomly do it. Whichever one you guys want to see, tell me. You want to see me use this as a base? Want to see 1 as a base, 2 as a base, or 3 as a base? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter which one. I mean, for me, because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to break it later. This is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, I'll use 3 as a base. This has defense on it. As you can see from the icon, it has defense. Okay? If I use the one with HP, accuracy, HP, the HP does not count as twice. HP is a main stat, and HP as a secondary stat is 2 different stats, quote unquote. Okay? So it's only going to apply the first line of HP and the second line of accuracy to enhance. Or to not enhance, to fuse. Okay? And that's it. It's not going to touch defense because none of these, number 1 and number 2, do not have defense. It will not touch defense, and that's it. You'll have to find a number 3 with defense later on to play or to get max out of it. So with this system, gradually over time, this is less dependent on luck. This is more dependent on how long you can put yourself into the grind, which is better because if you're going to only depend on luck, how many times have you guys just opened all your bow pays and always gotten minimum, and you wished you could have saved all those bow pays up and just merged them all together, fused them all together, and gotten a max, which shows that, oh, as long as you put time into it, you will get some sort of reward out of it. It doesn't fuck you over. Absolutely does not fuck you over. Okay. I'm gonna keep the 2 because why not? It's pretty good stats.
무신의 탑에서 얻은 귀한 물건은 안전한 곳에 보관하는 것이 좋겠죠?
Lilyhape, it doesn't matter the number. I literally just emphasize that. As long as the stat is the same or is the one that you want, it does not matter what number it is. Doesn't matter what number it is at all.
거래를 하러 오셨나요?
As long as you have the
마음에
right
드는 거래가
stat
생길 때까지
that you want to
천천히
boost,
둘러보셔도 괜찮습니다.
it doesn't matter. Because there's a set number on the boost itself anyway.
필요하신 건 없나요?
And that works for turtle too. Let me bring out my old turtle set. I'll bring out my old turtle set just for shits and giggles.
몸 조심하세요.
Here's my old turtle set. You know how long it took me to get max with the old system? I think I had to open like 50 number ones. I had to open probably 50 of each of these to get max. And even then, look, on number 7, which is hard to obtain, I did not even get max on the one other stat that I wanted. Same with number 8. Luckily, I got max on the crit that I cared about. Okay, but I opened a shitload. To get max. But now you're going to be able to just farm up a bunch of ones as long as you get HP, crit, and accuracy on the number ones. You can fuse any of the other pieces that you get into it. Okay? But of course, if you get RNG lucky and you get, okay, so let's say you're the one that you're merging up, from the start, right? Let's say it was 25%, 20%, and 25%. Okay, and you're slowly merging this piece, 20 to 25 to 30, 40, 50, right? But then suddenly you open one of them and you RNG lucky, you get 90% straight down the line. Well, now you just have to use the 90% one as the base and the other one that you were fusing up as the sacrifice, and voila, you got 100 out of 100 out of 100. It's less work. It's more rewarding for your time. It's less RNG. Even though it sounds like it's more RNG, it's actually less RNG. Because at any time you can get a piece that's 100% down the line. At any time you can get a piece that's 1% down the line. It doesn't matter, right? Because you can use any of them as a base now. Somebody wanted to see the outfit. There you go. Alright, so what's next?
채널을 이동했습니다.
역시나 이곳에서
I see my ping. I don't really want a 6v6 with this. I hope it finishes by the time.
이곳에서 너를 보게 되는군.
I don't know why you're bringing that kind of discussion in this info session, Adarian. Play what you like. If you think Destroyer is shit, well, sorry, I'm not sitting here to convince you. Where can you get a Galaxy weapon? It's called Storm. But okay, I'll give you Galaxy because that's how they fucking translate it on NAU. For KR, we buy it in our bag shop. For you guys, you're going to open your dragon shop. And it's gonna be like one of the first things to exchange for. And I don't really care what other people say about Destroyer or Darian. I've out DPS those classes that you say is more DPS, even with high ping. So they can take all that shit and shove it up their own ass. Now, last thing I need to say about the Bopes, the fusion, you can only use the same piece. You must get 2 pieces to fuse 2 pieces. You must get 3 pieces to fuse 3 pieces. You cannot use other pieces to fuse. Okay. KR uses Dragon Tiger Bracelet? Yes. Yes. There's no other bracelet currently. Yes, Infinite Social Grind works. Yes, that's the point of this system. That's the point of the system. And it works for Chokma too. It works for Chokma. So the only thing you need to care about is to get the crit and the accuracy. If there is an accuracy piece. Well, all of my pieces have crit on them. And that's the only thing I give a shit about. That's all I care about. As long as it has a crit stat, because eventually I will bid up on enough Bopes, get enough crit versions, and fuse enough. There you go. Now let's see. Yeah, the next one that I wanted to talk about is this. The next one I want to talk about is this peak time thing, okay? The way they're changing Meadows, SSP, the way they're changing SSP, and the rotation for 6v6, because you guys are going to get 2 6v6s, but you cannot queue for both of them on the same days. If you listen properly to the live stream, 4 days will be Whale and 3 days will be Dragon's Ascent. Literally, the other one will be locked. Okay? Literally, the other one will be completely locked out. I'm going to use the clean capture because there's something up here that I want to show. This system is currently in KR, and it allows you to queue for whichever 6v6 you want. But I do not think NAEU is getting this system yet. So take this part of your screen and black it out of your minds. You're not getting this part. I'll explain it, but you're not getting this part. Okay? So the only selection that NAU has right now is the single or duo queue. And you queue with 1 people or 2 people in your group. And you're going to either be able to pick Whale or Dragon's Ascent. You pick whichever one is in the cycle for the day. Today is obviously Whale day for KR. I cannot click for normal 1-2-man queue. I cannot click Dragon's Ascent. This system is a 6-man queue. You must have 6 people, and you will only be queued against 6 people. And you can play whichever one you want. But again, this is not the system that NAU is going to get. Okay. If you have the quests for Whale, they do not overlap with quests for Dragon's Ascent. Each Battleground has their own separate quest. It's not like, oh, you can win 2 days of Whale and then wait until the next day to win 1 day of Dragon's Ascent and hope that it's gonna be the same, that you're gonna complete the quest. No, you're gonna have 2 different quests. One is Whale 3 wins or 3 plays, and the other one's gonna be 3 plays of Dragon's Ascent. You can't mix and match. Okay. That's the first thing for Battleground. That's the first thing for Battleground cycles. Okay. Battleground cycles, that's how it works. Second, why they are quote unquote fucking you over for SSP meadows. currently you guys are already enjoying so many moonstones that you're shitting out them. And the price is going to soon be worthless. Because everybody can get moonstones that easily. First reason, this was changed because KR had the same thing. KR had moonstones all the way down to 5 gold at a time. At one point. Which made the game completely poop. You farmed X number of hours for how much moonstones times only 5 gold each, compared to there being 15 gold each now. So there is a peak time and there is a non-peak time. For KR, the reason why there is no meadows on our schedule is because meadows, we are allowed to exchange 2,000, 2,500, and 3,000 souls for moonstone pouches. We are allowed to do that because it's also high risk to walk around with 3,000 souls on you. Okay, so put that aside. The other method of getting moonstones is from Floating Island. Floating Island, it literally says here, Floating Island, peak time. That's where you actually get moonstones in the boxes. It's from 8 p.m. to midnight on Saturday and Sunday. 8 p.m. to midnight, 4 hours only. 4 hours only. You guys are getting 12 hours from noon to midnight. Both days for SSP. KR only has 4 hours on 2 days for a total of 8 hours. And this other one just shows the cycle for whale and dragons. The peak times, yes, they do have better moonstones, yes. Yes, it's better moonstone. I think it's like 33% more. The numbers are increased by like 33% or 50% from the boxes, and then from the chance, because the amount of time that you're given to farm it is reduced. So you have a higher reward. Plebs need love? Well, you got floor 15. Anybody can do floor 15. If you cannot do floor 15, well, you need to learn to do floor 15. You got an issue if you can't do floor 15. Because when floor 20 comes and you're not getting your amulet because you actually need to kill him, well, you know, get ready to KYS. No, existing boxes are not going to magically morph. Existing boxes are not going to magically morph into the peak time boxes. They are not going to magically morph. They are going to stay whatever they are right now. Now what's next on the agenda? What's next? Oh, and why not? I'll do this right now, right here. Why not? Now the keys are gonna drop. I think the keys are gonna drop anytime. But you're not gonna have boxes to open. Because you can still use the keys on the normal boxes that don't give you moonstones for the other stuff in it. But why would you? Why would you? They're going to stay like they are. They're going to stay exactly how they are. If you farmed like 100 of those SSB boxes right now, they're going to stay exactly how they are. They're going to take the same amount of keys to open for less moonstones. So if you want to waste your keys later on for boxes that are going to give you less moonstones than the ones from peak time, you go right ahead. I would suggest you to open all of them right now, ASAP. Get it over with. Okay, here is to respond to the Reddit retardedness. Okay? This is floor 20. Mushin, floor 20. This is a Warlock section. Now I'm gonna go from the bottom. Hey, look. It's KR Baleful. Isn't that NA Seraph? Cooldown reduction. Oh, look. It's another KR Baleful. Cooldown reduction. Baleful. Cooldown reduction. Baleful. Cooldown reduction. Baleful. Now I sound like an idiot because I'm repeating it over and over and over. This is the second version. This is the Meteor 2.0. Okay? This is the Meteor / Comet 2.0. It's also Baleful's cooldown reduction. More Balefuls. More Balefuls. I can click on every single Warlock and they will be Balefuls. Until you get Chukma. More Balefuls. More Balefuls. Cooldown reduction. 30%. You see that 30% written there. 30%. 30%. Now, if there was one reason why they're using cooldown reduction, think about it. Think fucking about it by yourself. You don't need to listen to someone's persuasion. You can look at a whole server's persuasion. No, I don't need to, Vesh. I don't need to. I wrote it. If you can't read it, well then, tough luck. Yes, like reset matters. Reset matters for shit. Reset completely matters for shit on a Warlock. End of story on that. Because from the fact that that Reddit thread is saying that the damage plus the resets. Well, if it was damage and resets, why wouldn't the KR Warlocks use the damage and resets? Shock. Because the cooldown and reset is good. But majority is the cooldown. Majority reason is the cooldown. Herp derp. Okay? Enough of that silliness. Apparently my my sheet is what? What did he call it? A conglomerate of garbage? Okay. The only thing that a reset will help you is to get an extra 6 seconds off from your Leech by using your 3. That's the only thing that a reset will help you with. Because you cannot reset Leech. Herp derp. Lilyhip, the white weapon itself reduces your Leech cooldown by 10% or 20%, whichever number it is that any weapon has. You have a permanent 10% reduction. You have a permanent 10% reduction. Not requiring you to RNG luck and get resets. Not requiring you to RNG luck and get resets. Why would you want to put yourself at the mercy of RNG? I've already seen streams including Lunis's, Gummies, Shugi's. I've seen all of these top PvE streams. And you know how often they're missing that last reset stack on their weapon? They're sitting there wailing on a boss for 10%, a full 25 seconds before they get the last stack. But yeah. Hey, Gummies does some PvE, okay? Yeah, it's max. Hold on. And sorry, isn't 7 seconds already greater than 6 second reduction? Like, scratch head? It's already greater than the 6 second reduction. So why do I want to reset for 6 seconds when I have 6 seconds if I use Seraph too? It's not like your 3 disappears if you're using Seraph. Trying to do math on me? You're 6 and 6, but your weapon doesn't give -7. I get a 6 and a 7 for my weapon. Hey, I already got 1 second less. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's okay. 6 plus 6 equals 6 plus 7, right? Because your 3 doesn't magically disable if you use Seraph. I can still use 3 if I have Seraph. Why can't I use 3? Shit. Did I connect to the right one? Is this gonna error me? I bet it's gonna error me. Oh? Oh? Oh, you see, it didn't error. Did they fix what defense? I think they fixed what the fast. Yo, my server works. Oh shit. Well, let's see if it fucking DCs me in like 5 minutes. Because that's what last time happened.
이곳에서 너를 보게 되는군.
I hope it doesn't. Gons is broken if you connect to KR. There's something wrong with the overseas connections, Gons. It's not what the fast. I'm calling it what the fast because I'm using what the fast to connect overseas. But there's something wrong with the overseas connections. So I'll give you guys a surprise little sneak peek. This is the Emperor series. The Emperor axe, okay? This is even stronger than the Storm. This is even stronger than the Storm. 1000 vitality, 700 critical defense, 700 critical damage. Every attack has a chance to proc 3200. 3200. Every attack has a chance to proc 100% chi. I fucking knew it. Of course it DC'd me. See that error, Cons? That's what I'm talking about. That error. Oh. I guess they didn't fix it. Should I try it again? Or it's gonna fucking bug? I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah, I know. I know, Katashi. That's why. It's fucking DCing me. Because I'm trying to connect there. No, I don't want to have this talk of Destroyer versus LBM because it's pointless. It's pointless. They're just going to keep saying that it's not, that it's not, that it's not. So there's no point. Just be done with it. It didn't connect. Didn't connect at all. It's already been tested and it was already posted. BD's grab only gives 50% critical rate. Destroyer grabs gives 50% critical percentage. been proven.
このまま
If you want to see it for yourself, go do it. Hit your target and press B and look at your crit rate. It's not going to be 100% if you're hitting a LBM target.
삐뽀 삐뽀 짜잔.
I just want to log back in and show you guys the Emperor. This is why I don't care about trying to argue this, because he's just gonna keep calling it then. Take that shit to Reddit, not here. You say anything about it, anybody says anything about it after like 2 minutes, because chat delay, you're just gonna get you're just gonna get a 5-minute timeout. I don't want to see it. So, where was I before I rudely interrupted? Emperor weapon is like a storm weapon on drugs because of the buff. The buff is given instantly on the first attack that you do. You do not need to stack the Emperor buffs. This is what weapon the Storm buff turns into. Okay? Storm turns into this weapon. Storm turns into this weapon. See, this is the Chaos Storm weapon. Turns into the Emperor weapon. Now remember I told you, remember on that picture, Storm weapon, you need to stack up 10 stacks to get all those buffs. Well, here you go, measly left click. I get all those buffs right away for 10 seconds. 120 AP, 1.1k CC damage, 650 additional damage stat, 10,000 HP, 3,000 defense, 2,500 combat regeneration, critical defense by 1,000. And after this buff goes away, everything resets. Oh look, it procced again. First hit. After 23 seconds, it's gonna reset everything. It's basically first hit, you get Storm buff. Like instantly. And it resets. And on the first hit, I get it again.
역시나 이곳에서 너
110k on a dummy. (170% CC damage. 170% CC damage. Yeah.
역시나 이곳에서 너를 보게
I
될
play both. I play 6v6. And I guess I can do some 6v6, but this ping is going to, it's probably going to frustrate me because I can't really do 6v6 properly with this ping. I'm probably going to need to put this back to this then. Maybe. 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 Maybe it'll DC me. I don't know.
전장 대기실로 변경되었습니다. 전장을 찾고 있습니다.
Doesn't matter though, because I don't get that much rewards from whale anyway. My whale rewards suck. There's too many people like to play whale more. Okay. Oh my god, MTSC, thank you for the sub. Thanks, man. Welcome, welcome. One ban equals one sub, oh boy.
잠시 후 매칭된 전장으로 이동합니다.
Oh, got a Sin and a Warlock. My team is complete. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna... Oh boy. Fuck. No.
파티장이 탈퇴하여 입장할 수 없습니다.
Fuck. I didn't DC.
던전 대기실로 변경되었습니다. 전장 대기실로 변경되었습니다.
We can't. 6-man queue.
파티를 탈퇴했습니다. 전장을 찾고 있습니다.
It's just gonna cancel.
What's going on in here?
So
What's this info session?
clear up shit that live stream doesn't answer.
Wait, what patch are they even getting?
They're getting PvP weapon, the whale, and the legendary Bopay from Dragon Valley.
Wait, they're getting the Black Tower weapon?
No, Storm.
Oh. Where the heck is that one even from?
It's the one before
Like, originally.
the PvP weapon, regular PvP weapon that we have.
Oh, okay. Go figure, NA's getting PvP weapon updates before PvE weapon updates. Haha!
현장으로 이동합니다.
Please queue in. 2. It worked. Yes.
Time for chair shopping.
곧 친군의 기원전이
Oh, we got
시작됩니다.
2 sins.
어서 축제를 즐길 준비를 하게나.
2 sins. You want to fight against that, Jeff? 2 sins.
검사,
Fuck you.
4번, 7번도. 안녕하세요.
Okay, so whale. I guess this will be a little preview for whale. You have 3 whale statues. They have 3 whale statues. If you get 3 whale statues all lit up, you win. And this is a faster
엄마
pace
드릴게요.
amount. Faster
Okay.
paced game.
왼쪽으로.
It's still 1800 points, but each whale brazier gives 6.
아, 약간
No,
늦을 것
each
같기도
whale
하고.
brazier gives 4 points instead of the 2.
미리 뛰는 거 나와가지고. 저희 키리 뒤에.
Oh fuck. I'm so dead.
다 걸렸네.
That grab hurts. Each person is still 30 points if you kill them. And you have to get the center thing, the torch. You insert the torch into the whale statue and the whale statue becomes active. When the whale statue becomes active, you get 4 points per statue.
나이스 잘.
적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
Oh my god. That's
이쪽
LBM.
위에 역사 하나 대기 타요.
And
역사 그쪽으로 가요.
once you take it, you have 2 skills or 3 skills. LB skill is a deflect. First skill is a
와, 한 방이야.
speed increase. Oh my god.
거침없는 활약.
It increases your speed to maximum sprint. And second one gives you an immune bubble, which I used for 2 seconds. It immunes you for everything. CC, damage, etc.
적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
See at the top it shows you how many statues are already put in. There's 2 out of 3 for the red team.
적군이 앞서고 있습니다.
As you can see, it's 4 per for the first one, and then 2 more for the next. So it's 6 points a second right now. And the third one equals instant win. We can't win that fight. I don't know why they're fighting. And this little timer here shows how long it is until this spawns another torch.
적군이 앞서고 있습니다.
옛말에 물피리를 잡는 자가
전장의
잡는다는 말이
1 speed, 10 seconds, speed up.
전장의 인도자.
Three seconds to put it in, 3 seconds to take it out.
활성화하였습니다. 적군이 앞서고 있습니다.
Yeah. Sins are like the ultimate double-edged sword. If they're really good with stealing the torch, well, you're gonna have an easy game. If the other team is really good at countering Sins, well, then you're gonna have a terrible game because Sins don't really do much then. Their team has a lot of damage because of this LBM. He has the legendary amulet.
잠시 후
This does way too much damage, and he's got max neck also, so it's one-sided because of that.
전장을 찾고 있습니다.
Yeah, he probably was. He probably was, because he can afford the damage. He can afford to do it. His damage.
잠시 후 매칭된 전장으로 이동합니다.
친구의 기원전이 시작된다네. 어서 축제를 즐길 준비를 하게나.
Did Shugi drink too much? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't go on Freedom Plays. It's this in it. It's this LBM again. I don't think we're gonna win against that LBM.
이번에는 흥겨운 축제가 될 것 같은 느낌.
And we have a potato destroyer too. Yep. Oh, they have a sin. Hi. Jesus, that fucking. Oh my god. Okay. That Albion burst. Well, that's a sin. You could do that as a sin. You press V. You're invisible for 15 seconds. I don't think that's a new skill. That's a sin skill. Regular sin skill.
기꺼이 죽지 않아 살아갈 수 없습니다. 적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다. 거침없는 활약.
여방 불길이 등장했어.
Wow. Get off of me. Oh my god. It was like 2 seconds from my adamant.
적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
So your team should be playing around this timer. When the timer gets close, you want to be moving into the middle to secure the
적군이 앞서고 있습니다.
the torch.
전장의 인도자. 목표를 탈취했습니다. 적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
No, you can have like 5 of them spawn. can have 5 torches spawn if the match lasts long enough. You can definitely have more than 3 torches. So again, you're playing around this timer.
거침없는 활약. 조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
이번 세 번째 불길을 승리할 수 있을까?
Wow.
아군 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
Wow.
전장의
Damn it.
어우자.
So you see, there's currently 4. It's gonna be number 4 soon. It's gonna be number 4 torch spawning in the middle.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다. 거침없는 거점을 활성화하였습니다. 아직 사용할 수 없습니다.
Oh god, I'm dead. Or not. Oh, no, no, no. Fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead.
목표를
Okay, apparently I have to restart my computer because what the fast is being a little bitch.
No, it's the connection overseas.
No, the program won't even start.
The what?
It won't even start.
Oh.
I gotta restart. It's being a bitch. I'll be back.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
네 번째는 이미 끝낼 수 있었다는 얘기지. 좀 더 분발들 하시게.
So now there's 5 torches out on the map. That's torch number 5. And it's important to keep track of all the torches, because if any 3 get into red or blue, it's either a win or a loss.
거침없는 화력.
적군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
Yeah, see, if that KFM had gotten the torch in there, we would have lost because they had 3 reds. my god. Nope.
잠시 후 대기장로 반경가 이동합니다.
And they won by 1800 points. Because of the torch, it adds a lot more mechanics
전장을 찾고 있습니다.
than Dragon's Ascent, your WWV. Okay? It adds a lot more.
Well, now at least the program is starting, but it's not connecting to anything.
잠시 후 매칭된 전장으로 이동합니다.
Oh, this time I get that OP LVM. But we have no sin.
곧 신군의 기원전이 시작된다네. 어서 축제를 즐길 준비를 하게나. 축제가 시작된다.
Oh boy.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
Where is that guy? Oh.
거침없는 화력.
What? Why me?
두 번째, 대어방 꿀팁이 등장했어.
아군 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
Wow.
아군 거점을 활성화하였습니다.
So yeah, so in this BG 6v6, it's not about kills. It's all about keeping in control of your whole region, of your whole area with the torch. Main important part is to keep control. Wow.
아군이 주도하고 있습니다.
Okay, they are clearly having some massive backhand issues right now. Their website is also like fucking dried molasses.
Yeah, because the overseas servers are having issues. Like Southeast Asia is just having issues.
Yeah, why does that affect the ability for it to even start on my desktop? That's silly.
Because it's the whole thing is an authentication thing. I've been having issues all day. It's not just you.
조건이 아군이 거점을 활성화하였습니다. 아군이 주도하고 있습니다.
No.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck. No one says you can be wrong. But we say things for a reason. I say things for a reason. It's not just to argue, it's to tell you the truth. What happened. So if you finally see what we're talking about, okay. That is actually a victory for your own self. You don't need to tell me sorry. That's something that you obviously is going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit me knowing you say you're sorry and that you're wrong. It doesn't benefit me at all. This completely benefits you. So I don't care. Like, I'm not saying I don't care about the message and that you agree finally. It's more like I don't care if you say like stuff like that if you're trying to argue or that you're being wrong. in the bottom line is this benefits you. It doesn't benefit me at all. Any way, shape, or fashion. At all.
무신의 탑에서 얻은 귀한 물건은 안전한 곳에 보관하는 몸 조심하세요.
No, quite literally, I don't care if he says he's wrong or he's right.
몸 조심하세요.
If he sees in the end what we're all talking about, well, hey, it's a win-win. He wins, I win. I mean, I don't win anything either. But yeah. But I don't focus on this stuff. I don't focus on, hey, look, you were wrong, blah blah blah. Just alright. You understand our side? Good. You benefits you. It helps you. Win an argument on the internet, like I care. Wells. Oh wait, no, this is not Wells. This is Dragon's Ascent. Top ranking is Warlock. And there is... Hey, Taro is top 5. Top 5 for Dragon's Ascent. And I don't think he's top in here. It's very, very hard to be top unless you're a Sin or a Warlock for Dragon for Whale. Jesus, how did this desk get up here? Look at it. It's all Sins, Summoners, and Warlocks. You got any questions for any of the topics? Feel free now. I'll be right back. I'm back.
Not watching the league game.
Oh, it's on my phone. But it's.
I mean, I feel like the end result is pretty much obvious, but you know,
Yeah, like, you know. It's just. Why would they win? Right?
they wouldn't.
So, yeah. Da.
Yeah, this looks pretty sad compared to the game yesterday.
Thank you, Chilling. Oh, this chat is so dumb, though.
Wait, you watch League with chat open? That seems like a bad idea.
No. It's because it's on the phone. There's no other option for the mobile.
That's horrible.
Yes, indeed, it is. Alright, so no other questions, right? I'm gonna turn music back on and